With the hype of College Football 25 at an all-time high right now with it coming out this summer, there's always one controversial topic about sports video games. It's player rating. All these players are on social media saying, I should be ranked this, I should be ranked that. The media is getting into it. Everyone has a say. But how much do these actually matter? In order to figure this out, we're going to look back at the top 10 rated players in NCAA 14 and see what happened with their career. Did the ratings actually matter? Are these guys on a current NFL roster? Are they working at McDonald's? Are they doing some weird stuff? Before we get started, if you don't know who I am, I'm Saturday Shenanigans, and I post 3 college football videos every single week to keep you guys entertained all off season. Feel free to subscribe and join the best family in college football. This is the fastest growing college football page on YouTube. Jump on the bandwagon now before it's too late. The number 10 highest ranked player in NCAA 14 was Aaron Murray, a quarterback from Georgia, and he was rated a 96. I'm not going to lie to you guys, I didn't recognize this name at all. I had to go back and look. He had some great seasons at Georgia from 2010 to 2013, 3 seasons of over 3,000 yards passing. In 2013, Georgia did go 8-5, so it wasn't a great year, but he did throw for 26 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. That was great. However, heading into the draft, no teams really wanted him because he was very small, he was undersized, and no one gave him a chance. He was selected in the 5th round of the draft by the Kansas City Chiefs. Then years later, he was dismissed, never playing an NFL game. He was picked up by the Cardinals years later, released again on the practice squad. Eagles, same thing. He got another go at football in the 2020 XFL, playing in a few games as well. But again, the league ceased operations and his football career was over. Next up at number 9 is Jake Matthews. Now, you probably don't recognize the name because he was an offensive tackle out of Texas A&M with a 96 overall rating. Offensive tackles don't get the love. When they go to the NFL, we pretty much forget about him. He got drafted in 2014 by the Atlanta Hawks, and he's still playing with them today. Yes, 10 years later, a decade. He started in 132 straight games. What an amazing story. Jake Matthews, he's still doing his thing. Number 8, Teddy Bridgewater. He needs no introduction. We all know he was the Louisville legend. He was rated a 96. He is the NFL journeyman. We remember when he played for Minnesota, that terrible, catastrophic injury that was really bad for his career. He bounced back. He played for New Orleans, Carolina, Denver, Miami, Detroit. He's everywhere. He's still in the league today. Although he didn't play in 2023, he is still going strong. Number 7, Braxton Miller, quarterback out of Ohio State with a 96 overall rating as well. Now you're thinking, quarterback? He wasn't a quarterback. Yes, he actually was in the 2013 season. In 2014, he got injured. He did not play that year. Then he came out in 2015 and switched to wide receiver, and that's where he played for the rest of his career. Who remembers that game in 2015 against Virginia Tech where he put on that dirty spin move that went completely viral? Like, 2015 viral was a different viral that we see today, but that video was everywhere. In the 2016 NFL Draft, he got picked by the Houston Texans in the 3rd round. He played in 2016. He actually had 28 targets, a touchdown, and 15 receptions. Then he played again in 2017, increased his numbers slightly, but he got injured. It was the same nagging shoulder injury that he had all throughout college. After the 2017 season, he got released by the Texans, picked up by the Eagles a year later, then released again. Then in 2019, he got on the Cleveland Browns and Carolina Panthers practice squads and got cut by them both. That was it. He played 2 years and his career was over. Finally, we get a player who's above 96, 97 overall, number 6, CJ Mosley, linebacker out of Alabama. This guy went absolutely nuts in 2013. He led Alabama in tackles and won the SEC Co-Defensive Player of the Year. Unfortunately, before the draft, he underwent a surgery, and that may have hurt his stock, but he still got picked in the 1st round, 17th overall, by the Baltimore Ravens in the 2014 NFL Draft. He's had a solid pro career. He played for Baltimore from 2014 to 2018, putting up solid numbers, and then since then he's been with the New York Jets, putting up career highs. He's had a great pro career and has been able to be on the field. He's played in over 16 games almost every single year that he's been in the league. He played for Baltimore for 5 seasons, then got picked up by the New York Jets in 2019, and he is still there today. Number 5, Marqise Lee, wide receiver from USC with a 97 rating. Take me back in time. Oh my gosh, this is nostalgic. I used to watch Marqise Lee when I was a little jit. He went crazy in the 2013 season, 791 yards receiving. He also played on the USC track and field team, and he qualified for the NCAA championships. He was a freak athlete. He was selected by the Jacksonville Jaguars in the 2nd round of the 2014 NFL Draft. where he made an immediate impact, putting up 400 yards receiving in his first season. Then in 2017, he put up a monster year with 700 yards and 3 touchdowns. Unfortunately, in 2018, after signing a contract due to a serious knee injury, he didn't play that year, and he was never the same. He only had 6 starts in his career after that, joined the New England Patriots in 2020, and never played again. Coming in at number 4, we have A.J. McCarron, quarterback for Alabama, at 97. In the 2013 season, he had over 3,000 passing yards and finished second in Heisman Trophy voting. However, this didn't translate to the pros. He was selected in the 5th round by the Cincinnati Bengals in the 2014 NFL Draft. Somehow, he made it in the NFL as a 10-year backup for Cincinnati, Buffalo, Oakland, Houston, and Atlanta. Then after his NFL career in 2023, he played in the XFL, winning the XFL MVP, and now he's playing for the St. Louis Battlehawks in 2024 in the XFL. Number 3 is a good one. DeAnthony Thomas, running back out of Oregon. Wow, nostalgia is hitting. People knew him as the Black Mamba. He was one of the most electrifying players in college football, had a wonderful Oregon Ducks career, but he was underrated going into the draft due to his size. He got selected in the 2014 NFL Draft by the Chiefs, and they were going to put him in a hybrid position from wide receiver, running back, and return specialist. He really just didn't have a spot with the Chiefs in a 5-year career. His production kept going down, and his time kept going down. He signed with the Baltimore Ravens in 2019 as a primary returner, but he didn't get much time. 2020 COVID happened, and then 2021 he got released. In 2022 he signed with the BC Lions out of the Canadian Football League, but he didn't show up to rookie training camp, and that was the end of his football career. At number 2, we have Johnny Manziel, quarterback out of Texas A&M with the 97 overall rating. After winning the Heisman Trophy in 2012, he did not have a sophomore slump in the 2013 season. Drake made a song about him called Draft Day. Draft Day, Johnny Manziel. 5 years later, how am I the man still? Oh, pretty self-explanatory. He did not love football. He got drafted to Cleveland in 2014, only played 2 years, and he was done in the NFL. He played a little bit of football in the Canadian League in 2018, a little bit in the AAF 2019, then played in the Fan Control Football League for 2 years in 2021 and 2022, but it was never destined to work out. He didn't love football. He loved everything that came with it, all the off-the-field antics, all the partying, all the fun, all the buzz. Imagine if Johnny Football actually loved it, because this guy's talent was so insane. He did all that in college while being hungover half the time. And finally, the number 1 rated player in NCAA 14, Jadeveon Clowney, D-end, South Carolina, 99 overall. I would not want to be running up against this guy in college. He was a monster. If I was a running back, I wouldn't even want to play. I'll be like, coach, I'm out that day. I'm out that day. This guy was crazy. He was selected 1st overall by the Houston Texans in 2014, and his career hasn't disappointed as he's made 3 Pro Bowls. He's played on 5 different teams in his career, and in 2023 with the Baltimore Ravens, he tied his career high in sacks with 9.5. Let me know in the comments who you guys think the biggest bust is going to be from the College Football 25 ratings. Thank you guys so much for reaching the end of the video. I've been Saturday Shenanigans, your home for unfiltered college football content, and I'll see you guys soon.